It's a beautiful morning, Saturday morning, July the 12th, and we want to welcome you all back to Royally Quacked. I'm obviously the royally one, and he's the quacked one.
Royal Quacked. Royal?
See,
Quacked.
I when I do this, I'm going the opposite direction of where you are on my screen.
It's like here's another Cars reference. You turn left to go right.
Awesome. So how you doing today, Cody?
I'm just happy I'm not on call this weekend. Last weekend I was on call. I'm glad I didn't get any calls during the podcast, during the stream last week. But after that was literally hell. I had to go out on Friday. I got a call on Saturday, but they weren't going to be home, so didn't have to worry about that. I had to go early Sunday, and then after that was just hell. And then I had to relight a water heater on Sunday, and I guess I didn't let the propane fumes get away as much, and the water heater kind of popped flames at me and burned some arm hair off me. So
you've been bitten by a dog and got your arm burned.
Yes, I got bit by a dog last week, and then I got my arm burned. Yep, at least I got my eyebrows, so I'm happy about that. The last guy that the water heater popped on him, he lost an eyebrow. So yeah.
Wow. Mm-hmm. Seriously.
Yep.
Woo. That's crazy.
Yep.
Well, today we are going to do a total draft recap for both teams. So I guess I'm going to start it off. Yeah, and we'll talk about Kings they actually had the 24th pick and traded down to the 31st pick and then picked up a second round pick on that one. So their first pick at number 31 was Henry Brusevich. He's almost 6'2", 203-pound right-handed defenseman. And he's born six days before my birthday, only a whole lot of years later. He's 2007, so February 9th. So he's a versatile blue liner whose impact often starts the moment the puck hits his stick, particularly in transition play where his instincts shine. So it kind of sounds like another Brant Clark, possibly. While there's room to refine some technical details for him, the foundation that he plays with is compelling. He's being developed currently by the London Memorial Cup caliber system, also playing with I just forgot his name. Yeah, Jacob Woolley. Yes, they may be partners this next year. I don't know. I don't think they were this year. Brusevich absorbed top-tier experience along NHL-ready teammates. So, I mean, London's really pouring out some really good high picks in the drafts. So he does play quite effectively with a two-way game. He does shut down the lanes. He's good at winning puck battles and keeping his place crisp and controlled, which for a young player, that's a very good start. But with expanded ice time, he revealed another layer, igniting rushes with creative breakouts and precision passing. His late season surge showcased a high hockey IQ and an ability to thread offense chances with deceptive flair. More steady motor than explosive engine, though. Brusevich projects as a reliable NHL top four defenseman. His path forward hinges on unlocking more offensive layers while sharpening his already dependable defensive toolkit. Now, his ratings are these. He has 5.5 for skating, 5.5 for shooting, 5.5 for passing, 5.0 for handling, 5.0 for, I would assume, his hockey sense, and 5.5 for physical, and was given an overall grade of B. And as I already stated, he played for the OHL London Knights, Memorial Cup winners. His regular season, he played 67 games. He had 10 goals, 32 assists for 42 points, and he had 77 penalty minutes. So he's not afraid to go to the bin, the sin bin, as Steve Carroll would say. Also, in the Memorial Cup games, that's the last part of the playoffs. He played 5 games, 1 goal, 1 assist for 2 points.
Yeah, just so everyone knows, those grades, the 5.5 for skating, but that's according to Elite Prospects. So I just want to, that's not our grade. That's what Elite Prospects gave these players. So we're just kind of just telling you guys about that. I did buy the draft guide to help further everyone's knowledge, including ours and everybody else's. That way you get to know these players a lot better. So I just want to make sure, I want to make sure I put that out there. So,
thanks, Cody.
Yeah. My turn?
Your turn.
All right. So the Ducks, with their first pick in the first round, number 10 overall, they took Roger, the Lightning. No, I'm just kidding. There is no the Roger Lightning McQueen, forward from the Brandon Wheat Kings of the WHL. His date of birth is October 2nd, 2006. He is a 6'5", 190-pound center who shoots right, and his Elite Prospects ranking was number 5. And I can tell you, this is who I wanted the Ducks to pick. He was my number 1. Mirka was number 2 for me, so I'm glad we got McQueen. Roger McQueen is a towering 6'5" power center from the Brandon Wheat Kings. He only played 17 WHL games this season, but made every shift count, racking up 10 goals and 10 assists for 20 points. He's the ultimate boom or bust prospect of the 2020 draft. With silky hands, a lethal release, and the instincts of both a sniper and a playmaker, McQueen blends finesse and brute strength in a rare combo that screams top line potential. Early in the year, he flashed NHL level skating and offensive creativity, leaving scouts buzzing until a lower back injury cut his campaign short. Even so, his upside is tantalizing breakaway speed, deceptive vision, and relentless motor in the defensive zone. The risk, durability, and decision making under pressure. But as a bold swing by Anaheim in a cautious draft class, McQueen may have the ceiling to be the steal of the decade. I can tell you, I am super excited about this player. This is the grades from Elite Prospects that they gave him. His skating is a 5.0. His shooting is a 6.5. His passing is a 7.0. His handling is also a 7. His hockey sense is 7. And a physical of 6.5 with a grade A. Not bad for someone that only played 17 games this last year.
Yeah, one reason I think he fell to number 10 is because he was hurt this year. But listening to 32 Thoughts, they had, I can't remember who they had on with him, but he was a draft expert. He had McQueen going at 5.
Yeah. Well,
go
ahead.
I was just going to say the other thing I loved about that pick by the Ducks is McQueen and Lightning McQueen.
Yes.
We got the McQueen brothers in
Anaheim, yeah.
In Anaheim now, so.
Yep, and so I'm going to tell you the stats, and I'll tell you just a little bit else what happened during the draft. His 2024-2025 season stats with the Brandon Wheat Kings, like I said, in 17 games, he had 10 goals, 10 assists for 20 points, and 40 penalty minutes. And in the playoffs, he did play, but he only played 3 games, had 1 goal, 0 assist, and 6 penalty minutes. So pretty much right after McQueen got drafted, and I guess no matter who they picked, this plan was going to happen, but it just worked perfectly with McQueen. After he finished all his draft interviews and everything, the Anaheim Ducks got him on a helicopter and flew him straight over to Disneyland and had him take pictures right next to Lightning McQueen in the Ducks uniform. What a day! What a weekend for McQueen.
Yeah, really.
He got to go to Disneyland for free. Got drafted by the Anaheim Ducks, who he says he examples his game after some Ducks guy named Ryan Getzloff, apparently. Yeah. Some nobody.
Can't go wrong with playing like Getzloff did.
Oh, no, exactly. So yeah, he exemplifies his game after that. And then like on Sunday, I think, or Saturday or Sunday, they went on a yacht with a couple other players. Oh, that was Sunday. They went on a yacht with that was Saturday. Yeah, Saturday they went on a yacht with the next player I'll talk about after you talk about your next player, our second round pick. And they went on a yacht, and then on Sunday they threw out the first pitch at the Angels game. What a weekend for these players! What a weekend!
Yeah.
The Ducks. I feel like the Ducks showed hey, even though this draft is gonna suck because of the decentralized, but we'll make it better for you guys, and they did.
Yeah, I think they're going to centralize it again.
I hope so, because honestly, we'll talk about that more later, because I want your opinion on everything. But all right, and Roger McQueen did announce that he'll be wearing number 95 after Lightning McQueen. Oh God, it's so perfect. It's all lining up. The stars are aligning.
Yeah, you think about that. That's just not, I mean, people will flock to that. That gets people's attention.
Oh, it's gonna be one of the highest selling jerseys, I want to say, almost of all time.
Mean for Ducks or forever or everybody?
It could be for like any. Think about it. Not everyone is, a Gretzky fan or other players, but everyone is a Disney fan. And who doesn't want a McQueen 95 Ducks jersey? I'm just saying. Even I've already heard people saying they're not even fans of the Ducks and they want that jersey. So
I can see that. So let's go on to the second round. The Kings had the 59th pick, and they selected Wojciech Sahar, forward. His actual position is left wing. He shoots left. He's 6 foot tall, 181 pounds, and his birth date is March 27th, 2007. His EP ranking was 113th, so he was picked higher than expected also. But that's not unusual by the Kings. You look at, they have some of the best drafting of any of the NHL teams over the last 20 years. So Wojciech Sahar is a relentless two-way winger whose speed, tenacity, and defensive habits make him a compelling late-round pick. With potential bottom six NHL upside at 6'1", he made a full-time jump to the Czechia's top league. So he played with men. With HC Energy. Is that the name of the who he played with?
Hold on, let me find it.
HC Energy Karlovy.
Karlovy Vary. It's in the Czech league.
Okay.
Yeah.
So that's what he's playing in this season, becoming one of the most productive 17-year-olds in league history, trailing only Juri Kulik and Edward Saleh over the past 5 years. His early season form earned him a spot on Czechia's World Junior squad as the second youngest player on that roster. His impact often came away from the puck. He disrupted. Now I'm having problems with regular English. Disrupted play with an active stick, closed lanes, and hounded puck carriers through back checking and board battles. Well, right there, back checking that's something definitely have to do if you're going to play with the Kings. His physical edge shined more when matched against his peers, backed by strong mechanics and game-to-game consistency and defensive structure. Offensively, he remains a work in progress. There were flashes, although direct rush chances and opportunistic reads and broken play scenarios, but his production tailed off mid-season and is showing that the U18s lacked standout creativity or dynamic play driving. He often missed optimal passing lanes, and wasn't a consistent threat with the puck. Still has the framework of an NHL contributor, though. His motor, detailed-oriented game, and physicality offer a reliable foundation. If he can unlock a more consistent playmaking, there's room to surprise. What?
It's a mouthful, isn't it?
It was. So his skating 5.5, shooting 5.5, passing 4.5, handling 4.5, sense 5.0, physical 5.0, overall grade C. He played 43 games in the Czech league, scoring 4 goals, 5 assists, 9 points, had a plus minus of +4 and 8 penalty minutes. In international play, the U20s played 7 games, had 1 goal, 1 assist for 2 points. In the U18 World Championship, 5 games played, 1 goal, 2 assists for 3 points. And then the Hlinka Gretzky Cup, 5 games played, 1 goal, 1 assist, 2 points.
My turn.
On to you, Cody.
And thank you, Mom, for seeing my nice new backdrop. We're going to do a quick little transition. But speaking of the new backdrop, if you guys want to see our new backdrops, subscribe or follow us on YouTube and Twitch, and then you can see these awesome backgrounds that we have. So don't forget to subscribe and follow, and like the video too. All right. So now back to the Ducks draft. All right. Eric Nilson was the number 45 pick in the second round for the Anaheim Ducks, standing at a 5'11", so just under 6 feet, 156 pounds, shoots right. His birthday is May 11th, 2007, and he is a forward, and he is ranked number 60 overall for the Elite Prospects ranking. Eric Nilsson, the 5'11" Swedish pivot, turned heads this season as a transition driving shutdown specialist for Jurgensen's in J20 action and throughout Sweden's international calendar. With 13 playoff points and top minutes at the U18s, his presence was felt in every zone. Nilsson's calling card is his skating. Fluid, precise, and paired with elite defensive instincts. He is a penalty kill ace, something the Ducks desperately need. Thrives off the puck with relentless stick pressure and smart positioning, and rarely takes shifts off. Coaches lean on him for control and composure. Offensively, he excels in motion, threading zone entries, and clever crossovers, and flashing deceptive playmaking when the pace ramps up. Though most of his scoring came in structured systems, his U18 showing hinted at untapped upside. Still tight and raw in the offensive zone, Nilsson still needs to bulk up and fine-tune his decision-making. But his skating and defensive impact gave him a real shot at carving out a dependable third-line role, one that could quietly grow into more. And like I said, here's his grades for his traits. He has a 6.0 in skating, a 5.0 in shooting, 5.5 in passing, 5 in handling, 5 in hockey sense, 5.5 in physical, and overall grade B. He played for a lot of different teams this year. He played for Jurgensen's team. I want to say the minor team. He played 4 games, 1 assist, 1 point. Jurgensen's 18 region. He had 2 games, 2 goals, 2 assists for 4 points. Jurgensen's J18 national team. 6 games, 3 goals, 4 assists for 7 points. And then he also played for the Jurgensen's J20 national team. 37 games played, 12 goals, 26 points for 38 points. And then international, he played in the World Juniors Championship for U18, 7 games, 2 goals, 3 assists for 5 points. The Hlinka Gretzky Cup, 5 games, 3 goals, 1 assist for 4 points. And then the last but not least, the WJAC 19 World Junior A Challenge. That was 5 games played, 2 goals, 4 assists for 6 points. So I heard a lot of people talk about Nilson's game during the development camp. Like they're saying McQueen and Nilson pretty much stole the show at development camp. So everyone be on the lookout for this player. I want to say in the next 3 years. I believe he's going to be something. Probably our black ace, someone that's going to like thrive for us on the penalty kill in the near future. All right, your turn.
Okay, so 3rd round with the number 88 pick, Christian with a K. I like that. Epperson. He's a forward, left wing, shoots left, 6 foot tall, weighs 185 pounds. His birth date is May 16th, 2006, and he's committed to the University of Denver in the NCAA, which means David Carl, which is a great coach.
Yep, a great program.
Now, get this. His EP ranked was number 39. 39. That's who they got in the 3rd round. The guy, they got him, 49 picks later than what they expected him to be. Now, I'll tell you why. He's the most compelling re-entry candidate of the 2025 NHL draft. What that means is he went undrafted last year. He was eligible last year and did not get drafted. But he's an electric, physical, two-way threat forward who seized his second chance with authority. After going undrafted last year, Epperson earned a prominent role with the Saginaw Spirit and made the most of it, transforming from an energy winger into a possession-driving creator alongside who but the number 2 pick in the draft, Michael Misa. No longer just a complimentary piece, he elevated his line mates while flashing the puck skills and vision to be a difference maker himself. Relentless on the forecheck and disruptive on the back check, Epperson creates chaos in all 3 zones. Definitely sounds like somebody the Kings should draft. He wins battles, funnels pucks to the slot, and executes intelligent cycles and retrievals with deceptive touch, often setting up prime scoring chances with creative play patterns and clever timing. Scouts praised his ability to manipulate defenses in motion, and his chemistry with Misa brought out layers of complexity in transition. While he'll need continued refinement, especially in his skating mechanics and puck handling under pressure, Epperson's mix of motor, physicality, and hockey IQ gives him a real shot at carving out a bottom 6 role. And if the offense flashes, hold steady, he could be much more than that. So here's a guy who right now they figure would be a bottom 6, but hey, if he keeps going, he could be a top 6. So here's his rankings: 4.5 for skating, 5.5 for shooting, 5.5 for passing, 5.5 for handling, 5.6 for hockey sense, and a 6.0 for physical.
That's 5.5 for sense.
What did I say?
5.6.
Oh, well, good. I'll give him an extra point.
Wow.
His team was the Saginaw Spirit, as I said before, played 58 games, 27 goals, 53 assists for 80 points, plus minus a plus 45, 87 penalty minutes. And on both on Locked On Kings and I do believe All the Kings Men, his name came up as a very possible good prospect and a great pickup for the Kings.
Sweet. My turn?
Your turn.
All right. In round number 2, number 60 overall, the Ducks took defenseman Lasse Boelius. Boelius? His date of birth is March 16th, 2007. He stands at 6 foot 1 inch, 190 pounds, and a left shot. And he's a left shot. Of course, another left shot defenseman. His elite prospects ranked was 110. Lasse Boelius enters the NHL pipeline as one of Finland's most intriguing defensive prospects, blending top-tier mobility with flashes of offensive upside. After a strong U20 season last year, he maintained his standing as Finland's top draft eligible blue liner throughout 2025, earning Liga minutes with Assat and leading his nation in scoring from the blue line during international play. Boelius is a rare commodity in Finnish development, a high-grade skater with crisp mechanics, sharp edgework, and ability to blow past forecheckers in transition. His skating anchors his puck-moving game, allowing him to jump into rushes and activate from the point fluidly. Defensively, that mobility helps him close gaps, angle attackers wide, and win retrieval races. However, while the toolbox is high-end, questions persist about Boelius' hockey sense and decision-making. His offensive zone play often lacked urgency and clarity, missing chances to use his shot or find high-value passing lanes. Turnovers and pressure moments and tendency to drift around the perimeter muted his impact. Encouragingly, he looked more composed and assertive in top international settings, especially the Five Nations tournament, suggesting room for growth when facing elite peers. Boelius remains a high upside project. If his processing and two-way decision-making can catch up to his skating and puck skills, he could develop into a legitimate second-pair NHL defenseman, but it'll take time, patience, and refinement to shake off the red flags. Here's his stats. He has a 6 for skating, 5.5 for shooting, 4.5 for passing, a 5 for handling, 4.5 for sense, 4.5 for physical, and overall a grade C. In the league, in Finland's top league, he played for Assat. He played 7 games, had 0 goals, 2 assists, 2 points, and was a +1 with 2 penalty minutes. In the U20 SM Sajar, a Shots Finnish Junior League, he had 34 games played, 4 goals, 14 assists for 18 points, and was a -3. And that's it for Boelius.
Okay, so we're going to go to the 4th round. In the 4th round, with the number 20th pick, the Kings selected Caden Harrington. Another interesting spelled name, Caden, Caeden. People are getting creative with naming their kids now. I got to tell you.
Yeah,
I actually like the name. Caden Harrington just has a ring to it. He's a defenseman, shoots right, another right shooting defenseman, which the Kings had a plethora of for a while, and now they are hurting for right-handed defensemen in the prospect pool. So this is obviously another reason why they picked up Caden. He's 6'2", weighs 240 pounds, and was born January 26, 2006. Committed to the University of Vermont. And I do believe he's another re-entry guy. Caden Harrington emerged as one of the USHL's most improved and most impactful defenders in his re-entry draft year, making a convincing case as a high upside NCAA blue liner. After being featured last season as an offensively inclined prospect with raw tools, Harrington took a leap, finishing as the league's top goal-scoring defenseman and anchoring a loaded Lincoln Stars team from the back end. When he's on the ice, the pace and structure often run through him. He fluidly patrols the blue line, scanning for lanes before activating into the rush or diving low for rebounds and passes in motion. His playmaking from the point sets up scoring chances through clean puck exchange and deceptive movement, while his breakout passes show maturity and intent. Defensively, Harrington brings physicality and a smart zone coverage. He closes space effectively off the rush, uses his reach to interrupt plays, and engages net front with purpose. Skating remains the key area of concern, especially his pivots and lateral agility. But he rounds out that part of his game. He has the toolkit to push for a depth role in the NHL. In short, comfortable, active, physical in zone, and quietly becoming one of the most exciting mid-round bets from the USHL blue line crop. His grades: skating 4.0, shooting 5.0, passing 5.0, handling 4.5, sense 5.0, and physical 5.0. Overall grade, a D. On the Lincoln Stars, he played 56 games, had 16 goals, 18 assists for 34 points, and was a plus 18 with 67 penalty minutes.
My turn?
Your turn.
All right. With the Ducks' third round pick, number 72 overall, they took forward Noah Reed. His position is a center and left wing, shoots left, 6 foot tall, weighs 170 pounds, and his birthday is January 6, 2007, and his elite prospect ranking is 97 overall. Noah Reed may just be the next breakout candidate from the London Knights system. And that's a big system, guys. I mean, the Kings already have 2 big draft players from there with Woolley and Brustevich, and now we got Noah Reed. So we have a little bit of connection there. A team known for producing NHL caliber talent that flourishes after draft year stint in limited minutes, playing in just 45 regular season games and all 17 playoff contests. Reed thrived in a bottom 6 role on a championship roster, showcasing speed, defensive detail, and an impressive motor. His game is built on transition play and intelligent positioning. He pressures puck carriers, wins battles, extends cycles, and ignites rushes with tone-setting hits and quick decisions. While his production, 10 goals and 26 points in the regular season, was modest, scouts saw flashes of advanced puck skill and play-driving habits, particularly in tighter matchups late in the year. He's a forechecking force who thrives on pace and disruption, but limited minutes and some mechanical efficiencies in his stride held back his shift-to-shift impact. Still, his skating foundation and hockey IQ suggests room to grow, especially with several Knights veterans moving on. With a larger role likely on deck, Reed's poised to convert flashes into full-time value and maybe prove he was one of the biggest steals of the draft. And here we go, another possible steal of the draft that the Ducks got. Here's his rankings. 4.5 for skating, 5 for shooting, 5 for passing, 4 for handling, 5 for sense, and 5.5 for physical, and overall grade a C. Like we said, he played for the London Knights. the Memorial Cup winning London Knights. In 45 regular season games, he had 10 goals, 16 assists for 26 points, and was a plus 10. In the playoffs, he had 17 games, 4 goals, 2 assists for 6 points, and was a plus 3. And in the Memorial Cup, in 5 games, he had no points, no goals, or no assists. But he was a bottom 6 guy, more than likely shutting down on the defensive side. So that's a great thing to see that he's with the London Knights, a team that's probably like one of the top teams in all of the Canadian Junior Hockey League. Like I want to say their facilities are great there. They've had so many great players come from there. Marner, somebody else came from there. Marner, I want to say Patrick Kane was a London Knight.
You got me on that one.
I can't remember, but like I said, we've seen a lot of top players. Some players come from the London Knights, so they're a great program. They ran by a great owner, and they really help players really thrive to the next level. So be on the lookout for Noah Reed in the next couple of years again too. All right, your turn.
Evan Bouchard. There was a whole list of them.
We can go over it later.
Yeah. Well, Evan Bouchard was one. He just signed a $10.5 million contract with the Oilers. Yep. Also in the 4th round, with the number 125 pick, the Kings selected Jimmy Lombardi, forward. Actually is a center, shoots left. He's 6 foot tall, 179 pounds, and his birth date is February 16th, 2007. Pretty close to mine.
Very close to yours.
Jimmy Lombardi is a high-skill, play-driving center whose raw talent and creativity stand out among his peers, but whose development path will hinge on refining key parts of his game. His puck handling is elite. He weaves through traffic with deceptive touches and distributes passes with flair, even mid-stride or behind the back, and can carve defenses with a single rush. Few players in this draft class match his imaginative passing and stick dexterity. His transition game sparked this season thanks to smart zone entries and flashes of offensive creation. One OHL scout highlighted his ability to bait defenders and thread perfect passes through tight coverage, proof of how dangerous he can be when he's in rhythm. Lombardi also contributes defensively, using positioning and stick work to disrupt plays and support the structure. Yet there's a gap between his skill and his consistent production. Lombardi often attacks at a glide, lowering his pace and making reads too late, stalling potential scoring sequences. His game leans heavily on finesse, but he'll need to blend footwork and hand speed, learn to operate inside contact, and improve his tempo to translate at higher levels. Projected as a 3rd-round pick with top 9 upside, Lombardi is a worthwhile bet. If he can ramp up his pace and evolve into a more assertive creator, he could become a breakout candidate in the OHL next season. His skating 4.0, shooting 5.5, passing 5.5, handling 6.0, sense 5.5, physical 4.0 with an overall grade of a C. And he played for the Flint Firebirds in the OHL. He played 63 games. He had 13 goals, 32 assists for 45 points at a plus minus of -4 with 42 penalty minutes.
All right. So I looked up the London Knights. So here's just some players. Brendan Shanahan, Patrick Kane, Dino Carelli, Daryl Sittler, John Tavares, Corey Perry, Mitch Marner, John Carlson, Nazem Kadri, some guy one of the Bash brothers, Matthew Kachuk, Bo Horvat, Max Domi, Robert Thomas, Vladislav Nemestikov, former Duck legend Pat Maroon, I know one of Mom's favorites, Evan Bouchard, Oli Mata, Nikita Zadorov, Luke Evangelista, Michael McCarron, Paul Cotter, Max Jones, another former Duck. Thank you, Brian, in the Instagram chat. He put ka-chow.
Ka-chow. You know that every time he scores a goal, it's going to be ka-chow.
No, so I think he's going to make his Roger McQueen's going to make his goal song "Life is a Highway," that song from Cars.
Why not?
God. See, he's going to be the next everyone's favorite player, no matter who you root for in hockey. Oh, Anthony Stolars, Logan Mailloux. Like I said, a lot of top players. You know, for sure 4 or 5 like Hall of Famers just off of who I named. Shanahan, Kane's going to be Sittler's a Hall of Famer, right? Daryl Sittler? Yeah. John Tavares could be. Corey Perry's going to make the Hall of Fame especially for all the records he sets in losing the final. I love you, Corey. Okay, let's put it that way. I still don't like that you signed with the Kings, but all right. Let's move on. In the 4th round, pick number 101, Dalmatians, and I'm just kidding, 101, Drew Schock was drafted by the Anaheim Ducks. He is a defenseman and another left-handed shot defenseman. There's going to be a trend here. His height he's 6 foot even, weighs 178 pounds. Date of birth is February 7th, 07. Drew Schock, one of the final cuts from our rankings, stands out as a dynamic skater with high-end agility and edge work. His mobility clone gives him a notable NHL caliber trait. A puck-moving defenseman with relentless activation, Schock thrives under pressure, frequently spinning off of checks and delivering crisp breakout passes. Offensively, he's active and intuitive, often trailing the rush to find shooting lanes or create across the slot, making him a key contributor on many nights in the NTDP, I think National Team Development Program. I want to believe that's what it says. Defensively, there are glimpses of upside. He reads play decently, intercepts passes, and flashes physicality. But he's still learning to leverage his skating to shut down opposing rushes. At times he's hesitant, turns pucks over, and fails to fully capitalize on his mobility in the defensive zone. Schock's toolkit is enticing but raw. His game needs refinement, especially in defensive reads and puck security. Whether he evolves into an offensive weapon from the back end or molds into a disruptive puck retriever will define his NHL trajectory. With the right development path, he could become a late round steal, especially if he flashes start running into consistency. There we go. Another draft late, like a draft steal. Like another, there you go. And that's the 3rd one already. His skating is even 6, 5 for shooting, 5 for passing, 5 for handling, 4.5 for sense, and 4 for physical. And his overall grade is a C. For the U.S. U18 National Development Program, he played 66 games, 9 goals, 28 assists for 37 points. In the USHL for the men's development program, he had in 27 games, had 5 goals, 12 assists for 17 points. In the World U18 Championships for USA, he had 7 games. He had 2 goals, 5 assists for 7 points. And in the Prospect Challenge, he had in 2 games, 0 goals, 2 assists for 2 points. And that's
So
it for Mr. Shock.
So there's surprises in the draft sometimes. I mean, obviously we had Matt Roy, a 7th-round pick. Look how well he turned out. Nick Dowd, still playing over with the Washington Capitals right now. I think he was a 7th-round pick. So just because these late-round picks, you don't expect much, sometimes they turn into gems.
Yep.
As possibly is the 5th round for the Kings at number 152, Petteri Rimpinen, goalie, catches left, 6 foot tall, 176 pounds. His date of birth, April 25th, 2006. Elite prospect ranked 100th. Again, the Kings got somebody ranked 100th at 152. So obviously they're getting a lot of good draft picks lower than they were expected to go. So let's talk about Petteri. Petteri Rimpinen's redemption arc is one of the most compelling goalie stories in the 2025 class. Passed over in the 2024 draft, he returned with a vengeance, emerging as one of Liga's top netminder and a star at the World Juniors. His 43 save semifinal performance against Sweden helped carry a shorthanded Finnish squad to a silver medal, cementing his status as a high-pressure performer. Domestically, Rimpinen took the reins as a full-time starter, facing one of the league's heaviest workloads and still finishing second in save percentage. At 6 foot, he's not the most imposing by NHL standards, but his athleticism, tracking, and reaction speed make him a difficult goalie to beat. Traits reminiscent of UC Saros, even if Rimpinen relies more on reflexes than lateral burst, if teams can look past his size bias, Rimpinen profiles as a strong candidate for an NHL backup role, one of the upside to steal games thanks to his poise and clutch instincts. So his skating 5, transitions 5, hands 4.5, tracking 4.0, post 4.5, depth 5.0, overall grade C. So his team, Kiko Espu in Liga, played 40 games. He was 16, 9, and 14. His goals against average is 2.35. His save percentage was 912. He had 2 shutouts. World Juniors, played 7 games. Goals against 2.34. Save percentage 9.33. Saves 238 of 255 shots with 1 shutout. Got a silver medal and in the IIHF Best Goaltender All-Star Team. So in that, I think USA won that.
Yeah.
And he kept them in the game. I mean, I watched that game. I was really impressed with him during the World Juniors. He was really a good player. And at a 5th round pick, and I got to tell you, I listened to all the Kings men. And Jesse Cohen seems to have a thing for the goalies because he loves Carter George and Hampton Slukinski. He goes, now he loves Rimpinen. He goes, man, I have a thing for goalies. And you know what? I got to say, I agree with him. I mean, the goalie candidates the Kings have in the prospect pool are incredible. When you also include that Eric Portillo's there. So there's 4 guys they have because they were nothing a couple years ago in that prospect pool. Now they got 4 strong candidates. Yeah. I say, way to go, Kings! Way to go, Kings!
Yeah, no, that's I remember him in the World Juniors, and he stole the show quite a bit.
Yeah, he was impressive.
Yeah,
hopefully he can do that one day for the Kings.
Yep. From one goalie for your team, now we have the goalie that we drafted as well in the 4th round. 104 overall. The Ducks select goalie Elijah Neuenschwander. What a name. Neuenschwander. I'm glad I knew how to say that at least. He catches left, height 6'4", 198 pounds. Birthday is October 17th, 2006. Neuenschwander is one of those goaltending prospects best evaluated through his domestic performance rather than an international resume. Representing Switzerland at various levels, including the U18s and World Juniors, he's often faced lopsided matchups that didn't reflect his true potential. But within Swiss league play against age-appropriate competition, Neuenschwander consistently stood out as one of the top young netminders. At 6'4", he boasts a pro-ready frame and maintains a sharp focus during scrambles and high-traffic situations. His post-integration and ability to read developing plays are promising, though his slower lateral movement can be exposed on quick passes and rebound chaos. While the fundamentals are there, Neuenschwander remains a long-term project, likely a late-rounder selection who would benefit from extending development time, potentially via the NCAA route. With the right coaching and patience, he could blossom into a valuable asset down the line. What's up, Tuck Charlie on Instagram Live? He says, yo, what's up?
Yo, what's up?
And here's his stats. His skating's a 4, transitions 4, hands 4, tracking 4, post a 5, in depth 4, and his overall grade is a D. In the Swiss U20 league for HC Friedberg Gotteron, in 22, he played 22 games. It doesn't give me his record or anything. For EHC Chur Swiss League, he played 9 games, had a 6-2-1 record. I am awesome on Instagram Live says, hey, what's up, man? How you doing? Welcome to the stream. For the World Juniors for Team Switzerland, he played 5 games, had an 8.89 save percentage and a 3.42 goals against average. Hey, do you guys think you'll be accepting requests to come up and talk hockey at all? Maybe on future streams. Right now, we're going to be doing. This is just a full draft recap, but we would love to have people come talk hockey with us.
Absolutely.
And he says he's doing good. Thanks for asking. How are you?
I'm excellent.
I'm good too. I'm happy. Like I said, I get to go to the beach later. I'm happy. I love going to the beach. Yeah,
I'm not going to the beach.
Yeah. So, and that is it for Neuenschwander.
Okay, so on to the 6th round for the Kings at number 184. Jan Chauvin, center, left wing, shoots left, height 6'2", 190 pounds. Man, these are big kids.
Yeah, a lot of big kids.
Date of birth, January 9th, 2007. Jan is a big-bodied, defensively aware center whose stock rose thanks to his standout performance on the international stage. After moving to Finland and joining the Tappara system 5 years ago, he became one of the country's most closely watched forward prospects, especially during playoff and international play. His U20 campaign was relatively quiet. Chauvin shined late in the year, helping Tappara's U18 squad capture a championship with 12 points in 9 games. He represented Slovakia at both the U18s and World Juniors, where his responsible, detail-driven style translated well. Chauvin projects as a two-way winger than a full-time center, using a 6'2" frame to read plays, pressure defenders, and intercept breakouts. While he's more of a finisher than a creative force, his shooting mechanics from either leg were impressive and consistent. However, his overall production, just 23 points in 39 U20 games, raises flags. especially when paired with puck management issues and shaky transition play. Turnovers and limited offensive reach show often slowed his impact, and his skating remains a limiting factor. Drafting Chauvin is a swing on size, two-way reliability, and hope that a different environment unlocks more offense. If everything clicks, he could develop into a serviceable bottom six NHL contributor. But without improvement in pace, decision making, and consistency, the odds are tough. His ratings are 4.5 for skating, 5 for shooting, 4.5 for passing, 4.5 for handling, 4.5 for hockey sense, 5 for physical, overall grade D. Team was the Tapara U20, played 39 games, had 11 goals, 12 assists for 23 points. In international play on the U18 for Slovakia, he had 7 games, had 5 goals, 3 assists for 8 points. World Juniors U20, 5 games, 1 goal, 1 assist for 2 points. And Hlinka Gretzky Cup, 5 games, 2 goals, 2 assists for 4 points.
All right.
On to you, Cody.
All right. Now our 5th round pick.
We're on the 6th, and you're only on the 5th.
Yeah. The 5th round pick, number 136. We picked up left-handed defenseman. Yep, you heard that right. Another left-handed defenseman. Alexis Matthew. Position defense, obviously. 6'4" defenseman. That's a big boy. 197 pounds and a May 25th, 2007 birthday. Alexis Matthew, a 6 foot, it says 3, but it's 6'4" defenseman out of Bay Kamau, brings a physical edge and a strong skating foundation that has quietly caught the attention of scouts. While his puck play is currently limited, his mobility, rooted in deep lower body flexion and sound technique, allows him to choose space quietly and disrupt opponents before the plays develop. Acting as a zone facilitator for Drakkar, Matthew excelled at eliminating time and space, then quickly moving pucks to teammates into open ice under pressure. His game teeters between raw physicality and structured discipline, as noted by QMJHL scout Hadi Kalamek. Matthew can veer outside defensive systems to deliver punishing hits, but also shows the ability to read rushes, bait attackers wide, and collapse effectively. Offensively, the numbers are modest, and his breakout decisions remain a work in progress, but there's clear NHL potential if his reads and puck handling improve. In short, Matthew profiles as a projectable third-pair shutdown defenseman with upside. If his development continues on track, he could become one of the better value picks from the later rounds. Wow, there's another one right there. And here's his stats according to Elite Prospects. He has a 6 for skating, 5 for shooting, 5 for passing, 5 for handling, 4.5 for sense, and 4 for physical. An overall grade a C. His team was the Bail Kamau Dakar out of the QMJHL. In the regular season, he had 59 games, had 3 goals, 3 assists for 6 points, minus 14 with 88 penalty minutes. And then in the playoffs, he had 11 games played, 0 goals, 3 assists, 3 points, was a +4 and only 6 penalty minutes.
Okay. So to the 7th round for the Kings with the 196th pick, they selected Brendan McMorrow, center, shoots left, 6 foot tall, 173 pounds, born March 27th, 2006, and he's committed also to play for the University of Denver. So he must be a pretty good player because David Carl doesn't take trash. I mean, they're always constantly close to winning the
Yeah.
NCAA Frozen Four.
Yep.
Typically, they're in the Frozen Four almost every year. Well, anyways, he is a relentless left winger whose game thrives on energy, grit, and clutch scoring. After going undrafted in 2024, he exploded with the Waterloo Blackhawks in the USHL, leading the team with 24 goals and adding 18 assists in 58 games. He, plus 14 points in 15 playoff contests. Known for his tenacity and forechecking, McMorrow plays with sandpaper and isn't afraid to get under an opponent's skin. He's a strong skater with a nose for the net, tallying 6 game winners and 14 power play goals during the regular season. Though not a flashy puck handler, his motor and compete level make him a potential fourth line NHL contributor. Committed again to the University of Denver, McMorrow joins a growing pipeline of Kings prospects developing in the NCAA. As I said before, played for Waterloo Blackhawks, 58 games, 24 goals, 18 assists, 42 points, plus 4 penalty minutes. Playoffs, 7 games. Whoa. 7 goals, 7 assists, 14 points, plus 4 penalty minutes. So he basically had the same amount of plus, minus, and penalty minutes in 7 games as he did in 58 games during the regular season. Then during the World Juniors, 19, 5 games played, 2 goals, 5 assists, 7 points.
Yep. All right. Next up for the Anaheim Ducks in the 5th round, pick number 159. The Ducks select forward winger Emil Gut. He shoots left. He's 6'2", weighs 179 pounds. Date of birth is May 31st, 2007. Gut is the 2024 QMJHL Rookie of the Year, entering his draft year with top 64 buzz and delivered an impressive start at the Hlinka Gretzky Cup, racking up 7 points in 5 games. But after returning to Chicoutimi, his momentum stalled. His production dipped below his rookie totals, and his impact waned. Still, Gut possesses standout tools that hint at future breakout potential, particularly his lethal release and footwork to find soft ice and unleash quick, deceptive shots, even under pressure. Away from the puck, Gut shows signs of maturity, engaging physically, forechecking with purpose, and recycling possession with smart stick work, as Scout had Kalamake noted. His off-puck instincts and spacing give him a play driver's foundation. While his season step back raises questions about consistency and development, it's far from a career killer. With 2 more QMJHL seasons ahead, Gut has time to polish his skating and strengthen his physical game to gain more puck control and influence. Given his shooting prowess and early promise, he remains a compelling late round swing with real upside if the pieces fall into place. And here's his stats according to Elite Prospects. He has a 4.5 for skating, a 6 for shooting, 4.5 for passing, 5 for handling, 4.5 for hockey sense, and 5 for physical, and a overall grade as a C. For the Chicoutimi Saguenayens in the QMJHL, in the regular season, he played 59 games, 16 goals, 14 assists for 30 points, was a +7 with 18 penalty minutes. And in the playoffs, in 11 games, he had 1 goal, 3 assists, 4 points with 2 penalty minutes. And then in the Gretzky Cup for Canada, he had 5 games, 3 goals, 4 assists for 7 points. And off to you.
Also, I believe my last pick in the 7th round at number 216, Will Sharp. Defense, shoots left, 6'1", 194 pounds. Date of birth, March 7th, 2007. Will Sharp is a versatile, mobile defenseman whose well-rounded toolkit helped him thrive after a midseason trade from Lethbridge to Kelowna. Is that the one you said before? Kelowna?
Kelowna.
Okay, I like that better. Kelowna, that's easier to say. Where he immediately stepped into a number 1 role and logged over 24 minutes per game. Tasked with anchoring the blue line at a young age, Sharp embraced the challenge. Flashing physicality, puck-moving instincts, and sharp edge work that allowed him to shake pressure and push play in transition. His strongest outings he played with conviction, closing gaps, delivering hits, and generating offense off rushes and deflections. However, his inconsistency remains a concern. On off nights, Sharp struggled with puck management and absorbing pressure in the defensive zone, often chasing plays rather than dictating them. Though he lacks a true standout trait, Sharp's combination of experience, size, and flashes of upside make him a solid mid-round bet in the NHL draft. They said mid-round, and we got him in the 7th. To elaborate beyond a depth role, he'll need to sharpen one area, whether it's his physicality, offensive activation, or shutdown reliability, and turn it into a defining strength. His grades are 4.5 for skating, 5.0 shooting, 5 passing, 4.5 handling, hockey sense at 5, physical 5, and overall grade at C. Kelowna Rockets, 66 games, 5 goals, 39 assists, 44 points, minus 41, plus minus, which is awful, and then 52 penalty minutes.
Wow, minus 40.
Kelowna must not have been very good.
Yeah, probably not. All right, so I got 2 more. I'll go through these pretty quick. All right, in the 6th round, the Ducks select number 168 overall, Anthony Alain Salamaki, a left-handed shot defenseman, standing at 6'2", 183 pounds. Date of birth is September 10th, 2007, and he is committed to the University of Connecticut, so go UConn Huskies. And his overall ranking, according to Elite Prospect, is 96. Yeah, so he's ranked 96, and we got him at 168 overall. So wow. I wonder why he dropped. Anthony Alain Salamaki is a high-octane defender whose offensive threat goes far beyond the box score. Though he went goalless this season, he was a constant presence with his aggressive activation style and sharp vision from the point. Always looking to stretch defenses, shift coverage, and find passing lanes inside the slot. On breakouts, he's fearless and creative, often faking out forecheckers before darting up ice and joining the play as a mobile puck mover. Defensively, Salamaki flashes tools worth betting on. He's physical when needed, delivering punishing hits, winning net front battles, and angling rushes wide with poise. His skating versatility is elite, allowing him to nullify threats using everything from slick pivots to backward crossovers, as noted by scouts Sebastian High. However, his game remains a work in progress. His shot needs refining, gaps could be tighter, and strength through contact must improve. One of the youngest players in the draft, Alain Salamaki offers a long development curve, but the raw ingredients are there for a modern bottom pair defenseman with play-driving upside. If polished properly, he could be a late-round gem waiting to emerge. And here's his stats. 5.5 skating, a 3 shooting, 5 passing, 4.5 handling, a 5 hockey sense, 5.5 for physical, and overall grade a C. and he played for the Sioux City Musketeers in the USHL. In 61 games, he had 0 goals, 14 assists for 14 points. And in the playoffs, 5 games, 0 goals, 1 assist for 1 point. And then the last one for the Ducks, in the 7th round, number 200 overall, forward right winger Brady Turco, who's a right-handed shot, 6 foot tall, weighs 167 pounds. Another September, or we had a September 10th birthday, now a September 12th birthday. Wow, they're like 2 days apart. Brady Turco, not related to Marty Turco, it's spelled differently. Brady Turco, selected 200th overall by the Anaheim Ducks in the 2005 draft, is a hardworking winger with a motor that never quits and a knock for making smart plays under pressure. In his rookie WHL season with the Brandon Wheat Kings, Turco posted 26 points, 7 goals, 19 assists in 68 games, adding 1 assist in 5 playoff contests. Though his numbers were modest, his impact went beyond the stat sheet. He consistently pushed pace, battled in the corners, and showed flashes of offensive creativity. At 6 foot tall and 168 pounds, Turco is still growing into his frame, but his skating and hockey sense give him a solid foundation. With another year in the WHL experience ahead of and a close bond with fellow Ducks prospect Roger McQueen, Turco could be a breakout candidate and a valued depth piece in Anaheim's evolving pipeline. And he plays for the Brandon Wheat Kings in the regular season in 68 games, 7 goals, 19 assists for 26 points, was a plus 11 with 16 penalty minutes. And in the playoffs, 5 games, 0 goals, 1 assist, was a -2 with 5 penalty minutes. And before we finish up here, there was a couple moves about with the draft I wanted to bring up. There was a player in the 2nd round. He was taken 33rd overall. His name is, I don't know how to say his first name, but he goes by Simon Wang. He is the highest ever China-born prospect ever drafted.
That's
number
true.
33 overall. So he plays for the Austria General. So some of us may know him from the Duck side because he plays with Beckett Seneca over there. But I already like this player just because it sucks that he got drafted by the Sharks. But I like it because he wants to grow the game in China more. And he says once he's done playing, he wants to go back and make China like more of a hockey town, like more of a hockey country, develop the players better so that there's more players coming out of China to go to the NHL.
Yeah, he wants to make the interest in hockey grow in China.
And the last one I want to talk about real quick was another division rival that drafted him. In the 7th round with pick number 223, the second to last pick, Aiden Park was drafted by the Edmonton Oilers. And this kid was at the draft with his friends. And I don't think he was expecting to get drafted. So he was there in literally a hoodie, shorts, and flip-flops.
And was he the one getting a hot dog when he got drafted?
Was he the one? Was he the one? I know
somebody.
Was there.
I know somebody got drafted, and when they called his name, he was getting a hot dog. I do not remember who that is, though.
Oh no, but he was. I don't know if he was getting hot. I didn't hear that one. I haven't heard that one. But no, this one he was at the draft with just his friends and stuff like that, and he heard his name, and they actually let him come up and shake hands with the guy that announced his name and everything. So I thought that was great that he was there. I guess he's from the LA area. But did you see the Kings fan that announced the last pick for the Kings?
I didn't get to see that because that is at work.
I believe his name was Jeremy. He was probably one of the best things about this. One of the other best things about this draft. He was out there. It was the Kings' last pick. They're like, yeah, just come down and make the pick. So he literally came out and he was trying to get the crowd going and everything like that. Like he looked like he was super comfortable up there. So I thought that was also great that he was allowed to do that.
Yeah, cool.
So, do you have anything else to add from this draft?
I thought it went well. I mean, I did miss the connectivity to this draft compared to prior drafts. I mean, I think they already believe they need to change it again.
Yeah, the 4-hour first round was bad. I did not like it one bit.
Well, they were waiting for presenters and everything else, I think.
So here's the thing, and I want to ask everyone else: did you guys like the draft? If so, why? And do you wish the NHL would go back to the centralized draft where everybody's there?
I already know my vote.
I wish everyone was still centralized. And here's one thing and I agree with other people that said it, and it would help probably the draft process go a little bit faster if you're making a trade for a draft pick. So say like the Kings are trying to move, like, we're at pick number 10 or 11. The Kings are like, oh crap, we want that player, and you make that trade to get that pick. The clock should not reset. If you're trading up, you already know who you're gonna draft. You should get like a minute. They're like, all right, give us a minute, and then boom. Like the clock should not reset on that.
Yeah,
so
agreed.
I think it just helps the process move a lot faster. But on that, you have anything else?
Yeah. No, I'm just looking forward to the rookie face-off come September. We still have free agency that can happen and trades.
Yeah, I think it's to be more trades than free agency.
Yeah. Well, it's probably going to definitely be more trades. Most everybody's of importance is signed.
Yeah.
So, but we'll see what's going to happen, because it doesn't mean our teams are done moving.
That is true.
So it could be an exciting offseason. Who knows? Maybe Jason Robertson could be coming to California.
In orange, right? Yeah.
Orange or black and silver.
No, just orange.
White, black, and silver. Yeah,
nope.
It could be either one. So
Nope.
We'll see.
I don't like that. All right. Well, if you have nothing else to add, then I think it's about time we get out of here then.
Sounds good.
So, everyone, please like and subscribe to us on YouTube right here. I know a lot of people that are watching our reels and watching our videos, you guys are not subscribers. So hit the subscribe button, hit the like while you're at it, and just make some comments, and we'll comment back with you. Go follow us on Twitch as well. Go and follow us and like the video there. Follow us on all social media accounts: Instagram, Facebook, Twitter, X, Threads. We're there. And don't forget to hit the download button on all your podcast platforms. And while you're at it, leave us a review or even a rating. Or on the Spotify, you can leave comments, and you can actually watch us on Spotify now. It takes I can't upload the video right away, so give me a day or two to upload it after, and I'll have it uploaded on there. But yeah, just give us a like and comment on everything. Send us comments. We're getting a lot more comments on all our videos on TikTok and Instagram. So guys, keep it up. We really appreciate it.
Yes, we do.
So on that, you have anything else to add?
I don't.
I
do one thing. Shout out to our friend Joanne. It's her birthday tomorrow. Happy birthday, Joanne. I know I'm going to be there and see you tomorrow, but I wanted to do it on the podcast where you could watch it. How about you, Cody?
Happy birthday, Joanne. So on that, ready to get out of here?
I am.
All right. Well, we'll see you guys next week on Royally Quacked. And just remember, let's go Ducks.
Go Kings, go!
See you next week.